barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and this is what I've got going on for you. I'm gonna be frying some mushrooms today, so I'm gonna be showing you some mushrooms. Now, before I fry the mushrooms, I'm frying some chicken. I don't have whole chicken, I just got chicken legs, but they've been soaking in some buttermilk overnight with some Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, and some herbs and spices and stuff. And I'm gonna fry the chicken legs up first, then I'm gonna fry up the mushrooms. I'm gonna be frying it in my Lodge 7-quart Dutch oven. Now, look here, all right? Inside, take the lid off. All right, inside this thing, this is one of the most important pieces of equipment I got in my kitchen. All right, inside this thing, I got this fry basket. Got a handle that snaps on, and the fry basket sits like that, right there on the side, making it easy, okay? I'll have an Amazon link down below to where you can get one of these if you don't have a fry basket for your Dutch oven, or a Dutch oven if you don't have one. I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Anyway, we'll be frying the mushrooms a little different technique, so that's why I want to make a video about it. I'm gonna be talking about it, doing the mushrooms by my mom's favorite YouTuber. Yeah, my mom's favorite YouTuber was a high school teacher. I'm a high school teacher, and I'm not my mom's favorite YouTuber. In fact, she can't stand my YouTube channel. She thinks it's dumb that I have one, and she doesn't watch it, but she watches Brenda Gantt. And Brenda Gantt, she's got a lot of fried mushroom videos. And I think I want to try her technique out. I've had different techniques where you dip it in egg and milk and stuff, and you know, I like to use buttermilk, but she only uses a little bit of buttermilk, and then she uses flour till they get dry, and I think that sounds good. She says, you can put whatever seasons you want on them. That's what she says. And she uses salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika on hers. What I'm be using is Heath Riles garlic jalapeno. It's right there in the cabinet. That's where I keep the stuff. Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub. I'll put these on the mushrooms, but I'm going to be doing it with her technique. So first I'm going to fry some chicken. I'm not going to show you much about that. I've got fried chicken videos, and then I'm going to show this. And as for Brenda Gantt, she's from the same town in Alabama where I had a college roommate from, and it went to high school at there, and I think he had her as a science teacher. And so, you know, Mom, 6 degrees of separation. There you go. I've never met her before, but I'm gonna try this mushroom technique the way she does it. I'll leave a link to one of her mushroom videos. She's got several. I think the shortest one might be 9 or 11 minutes. Some of them about 22 minutes long. Anyway, if you like the way she does things better, then just watch her do it, because I'm just copycatting her method for cooking mushrooms. While that oil heats up, if you want to know when the mushrooms start, I'll have it down at the bottom of the screen. Look, I'm using one of these King Cooker batter box things. You put the flour in the bottom, you put the chicken in it, you shake it all up, and it's coated in the flour. Now my oil is just over 325, which is where I want to cook, because I'm gonna cook these big pieces of chicken. You want to cook it at a lower temperature. You cook it up around 350, 370, and the outside will burn before the inside gets in there. But I need to let this get up to about 350, maybe 360, because when I put those pieces of chicken in, the temperature is going to drop. All right, ThermoPen One says it's time to drop in the chicken. Now these big pieces here are going to cook for quite a bit of time. I don't use the basket to drop in battered food or breaded food, as I found it in my fish and chips video. If you want to watch that, you can find out why. I think I've got one old big hunking piece of chicken here that needs to go right about there. All right, we're gonna let that fry probably about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, it's been right at 20 minutes. The chicken's looking good, y'all. Those big pieces only got about, yep, that says 182. Right there at the deepest part, 175. These pieces are done. That biggest piece isn't quite done yet. It is there, but not right there. It's about 4 degrees off. It may carry over, cook that long. I'll go back in here one more minute. All right, minute's up, and I did just check it with the ThermoPen One. I'll have a link below to some thermometers if you want to use one. The Dash I recommend, ThermoPop 2 I recommend, and this one. So I'll have some link below to those. Also to heat gun like this where you can check the temperature of your oil with that as well. All right, anyway, these are done. I'm gonna fry up the other batch of the smaller pieces, and we're gonna prep the mushrooms while we do that. Now these are the mushrooms I'm using. I bought them at the Wally World. It says summer grilling mushrooms, but I'm deep frying them. All right, well, that second batch of chicken fries, let me show you. That's that first batch right there. Got a little tray with paper towels. All right, here are the mushrooms. I washed them with the colander and then let them dry real well. Oftentimes, for some recipes, you really don't want to wash mushrooms. You want to wipe mushrooms. But Brenda Gantt washed her mushrooms, so I figured it's okay for me to wash my mushrooms. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add, she says about 2 tablespoons of buttermilk is about all you need. Just want to get these all coated in buttermilk so the seasonings and stuff stick. Now remember, she used salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I'm sure that's really good. But what I'm using is the garlic jalapeno rub from Heath Riles, and I think that's all I'm going to need. I'll have a link below. It's an affiliated link if you want to buy some of this. But this is one of the most popular rubs going on in the country right now for barbecue and cooking circuits. You can get it at some places. You can even get it at Walmart, you know. And if you can get it local, don't buy from my link. Go buy it local. But if you can't get it local and you're going to order it anyway, I'd appreciate it if you'd order from my link because I get a little commission off of that. I might add just a little bit more because this has got jalapeno in it. You know, you can't have too much jalapeno. Nobody can ever have too much jalapeno. Necesito sabor. Now, I think she used self-rising in 2 of hers and all-purpose in 1 of her mushroom videos. She said, you know, you want to get these till they're dry. So mix that in there. You want to get it till they're dry. So see how much flour gets in there and coat these until they're dry. So I'll mix these up. And when they seem dry, like I said, I've never done this method of frying mushrooms before, but I think it's a great technique. I probably will try her recipe with just salt, pepper, and paprika. But right now, and see, they're a little tacky. So I want to get them dry. So we're going to add a little bit more flour and mix them up to the dry. All right, I think that's about got it. So we're going to go with that. All right, this second batch of chicken is done. I just checked it with the old ThermoPen One, and it is done. And it's only been 16 minutes. As you can see, it's not quite as dark as the other batch because it wasn't in there quite as long. But that's going to be some good crispy fried chicken legs right there. I'm going to get that into the pan with the paper towels, and we'll fry up the mushrooms. While that chicken was cooking, I whipped up a dipping sauce. This is mayonnaise, a little bit of buttermilk. Brenda Gantt did one with buttermilk. She's done some with sour cream. I've got some herbs de Provence in there, and I'm gonna put some of that garlic jalapeno rub in it too. It's gonna be good. All right, ThermoPen One says that oil is at 350, so it's time to go. Now Brenda, she doesn't use a ThermoPen One. She just tests it with a mushroom. Well, that mushroom right there is gonna test it, all right? So we get all these in there. Remember, I don't use the basket to put things in. If they're breaded, just get them out. So we'll get all these in there and we'll pull them out all at the same time. Hey, while those mushrooms fry, I want to tell you, I don't deep fry a lot, but when I do deep fry, I keep my oil, all right? Whether I'm deep frying turkeys or I'm just deep frying chicken or mushrooms or whatever. This is a gallon container. Once was peanut oil. It's probably a peanut oil, corn oil blend because I fry a lot in corn oil. In fact, I added corn oil to it today to get it up the thing. I got one of these filter funnels. Got a little filter in there. I put that in there. I put this in the jar like that. You know, the lid's on there right now. And I pour the oil through there, strain it out, stick that in the freezer. I take it out about 3-4 hours before I deep fry something, and I've got oil again. Just a little tip, you know, so you're not always wasting a gallon of oil every time you want to fry something. Save that oil. All right, it doesn't take too long to get these mushrooms done, and I don't know what the internal temp's supposed to be, but I checked the biggest one, and it's 180. That's what this said. So these are getting golden brown. Look, I decided to go ahead and do it in 2 batches. So I got one more batch to do right there, and we're gonna pull these out. Look how beautiful those are. Just look. Let them dry for a bit, make that other batch, and we're gonna do a taste test. All right, this batch is all done. Internal temp's around 172. Well, it doesn't really matter. You eat raw mushrooms. But what you do want, you want them to be mushy inside, you know? You don't want them to taste like raw mushrooms if you fry them. So these are done. Pull this second batch out. Set that little fry basket right there on the side. Love this Lodge fry basket. Like I said, I'll have an Amazon link below if you want to get one. Now as that second batch of mushrooms drip dries there in the pan, look what I got here. I got chicken and mushrooms. All right, let's try one of these from the first batch. It's cooled off enough. I'm gonna try it first with no sauce. Look at that. Woo! And it's still hot. That was really good. And that garlic jalapeno rub is fantastic on mushrooms. I thought it would be. That's why I wanted to do this video. Heath Riles barbecue, garlic jalapeno rub. I'm sure they're good the way Brenda Gantt did it with the paprika and salt and pepper and garlic powder. That garlic jalapeno rub on the mushrooms, that's why I wanted to do this video. Her technique, though, is fantastic for fried mushrooms. I've tried mushrooms before with cornmeal and breadcrumbs and stuff. I really like this with the flour and a little bit of buttermilk. I always like to fry with buttermilk anyway, but she only uses a few tablespoons of it, and the mushrooms are absolutely fantastic. Too hot, though. Before I taste it with this dip, we're gonna let them cool off a bit. All right, it's cooled off a little bit. I got this dip. I just whisked it together. Mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce. I might could put a dash of Tabasco in here, but I didn't. And some herbes de Provence, or herbs, Provence herbs, you know, that French stuff, you know. I really like those things. And a little bit of buttermilk. So that's what's in here. Oh, and the Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub. As you can tell, the mushrooms cooled off quite a bit. And I made a good dipping sauce, y'all. I wish I'd shown it to you, but I just didn't think it was gonna be that important, but that's gonna be good. Hey, I gotta eat, I'm hungry. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. And hey, Brenda Gantt's got a bunch of fried mushroom videos. I'll leave a link to the shortest one down below because she inspired me to do this technique. Thanks for watching. Once again, I like to say it in Spanish, gracias por ver.